Hello, pickbreakers and sheep punchers. This is JuryDutySummons.
And this is Soundmaster Matt. Welcome to another episode of JuryFirmaCraft, and we are here with...
Malabar, how's it going, guys?
Well, hi, Malabar. What have we gotten done since we've last talked with our audience?
Well, I think... hold on. Before we go to his, because we have to kind of walk through a couple things before we get to the farm, so I think I need to start off first.
Yeah, I was going to say, because he's done a lot more over this side than I have.
Yeah, so you may notice that the porch that we have looks rather different.
Yeah.
I kind of went a little nuts with planks, and actually right now I'm in John Smith's texture pack. It's just a little bit smoother. I might switch to default later on in the episode just to screw with you guys' heads.
And I'd like to say, in terms of what you've done with these stairs, that's really actually a brilliant way of using those planks. It didn't even occur to me to do that, and it works really well.
And the amazing thing about it is you can actually sprint up them, unlike vanilla stairs. So that
you can. Awesome.
So that is nice. We have our wall here. Not much has happened in here, and we're gonna take an immediate what is that, a right? And we got our lumber set up here. Ignore the pile in the middle. We'll talk about that in a second. But I basically went around, and all the wood that we had, I made signs telling how long they burn and how hot they burn, which is very important for when we're doing ores. So we know which ones to use for scrap, which to use for charcoal, and which to use for ores, which the best one we have for ores right now is the maple, which I believe is actually the best. And ignore my Skype. I have to keep it on.
We used to have a lot more of this until we made this pile. But,
yeah.
Yep.
that's later in the episode.
Yep.
So, Mal, you want to take us to where we condemned you for life?
Yeah, it's become my new thing now. Okay, we've been building up the farm. We've changed it a little bit from what we had it before. Thank you, Matt.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a tad. We've added a whole lot of extra crops in here. We got sick of these sheep trying to run over our crops, so I basically fenced them in.
That's the excuse that he's using.
Yeah, I like sticks. They're very handy. We've basically started putting signs in just to say when we can harvest crops, like when we actually harvest them to start with. But we've since found out that we no longer need to do that, but they look good anyway. Also, our thanks to Soundmaster Matt's OCD, my retaining wall over here to stop this entire area from collapsing, because we expanded this out another row. This takes a really, really, really long time. You basically have to place every single stick individually.
It looks good, though.
Yeah, it looks good, and it will stop the wall from collapsing on us. We did do a few tests with dirt just to see whether or not it would slide over the top, but it seems to pretty much stop it. So we literally had to cut out from this point here all the way back.
And this is kind of a problem with being next to the sea like we are. It's just that the land is just not very flat. So.
Yeah. And like Mal was saying, place in planks, and I'm gonna I don't know if it'll be part of this episode or if I'm gonna do my own episode. So maybe the next time I'm on here with Jury, that I'll be on episode 4 and he'll be on 3. But at some point I'm gonna be kind of doing an episode where where I utilize these planks, make stairs, make roofs, stuff like that. Because as you can see back in the wood area, we have these kind of rafters holding up the bricks so that it produces a ceiling, and there will be a second floor, and that will be part of what I was talking about. And I also have these nice little fences here, which have absolutely no purpose to them whatsoever, except that they look freaking cool.
Decorative, man. That's a purpose.
Yeah. So I believe we're gonna cut it here. We're going to do a little bit of prep work. Mal actually has a life, apparently, so he may not be around in the next segment.
We told him there was definitely more important things going on around here.
Unfortunately, money tends to be a little more important.
I suggested just call into work and say that your grandmother died.
Well, actually, my wife is actually my boss, but I don't think I'll get away with that.
Yeah. Don't you have the American rule in Australia? Don't sleep with your business.
Yeah, she started first, so unfortunately she wins.
There's no hope. There's no hope.
Hey, Jury, you need to wait for the next segment on that one. We need to explain why this.
Do I really have to? Okay.
Alrighty, guys, I am gonna have to go, but enjoy.
All right. See ya.
And we will see you in a little bit ourselves.
Yep. All right. Well, we're back, and we're going to take a look at building this fire pit here. This giant, to make charcoal. So what we have here is we have a large, pile of wood, really. And as you can see, all of these woods are full of woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what we're going to do is build a fire in the middle, cap it off, and then cover the whole sucker in dirt. So,
and real quick, for those of you who like math, there are 24 log piles in here, and each log pile has 16 logs. Yeah, there is no sequoias left on our map. Literally. Sequoias is a 2x2 tree, and they're really tall, and they usually drop a couple stacks worth of logs.
The Sierra Club actually contacted us just recently, and it was going to make a protest.
Well, the Indians over at the Mohican Sun near me, they actually said that they shedded a tear for all the sequoias for me. Wow, how many more bad jokes can we throw in there? So basically, we just gotta cover this up in dirt, I think. Whoop, that's not how you put dirt down. Yeah, I fell at placing dirt.
It's going to keep falling in the middle. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You're going to want to break one of these sides open just so you can get closer. Otherwise, you're never going to light the fire.
Yeah. All right, so Jury's going to be sitting there with logs in his hand, ready to go. And I'm going to just start a standard fire. And then as soon as that lights, Jury's going to put the log in. And we're going to cover this up. And cover that up. And now we wait.
Yes, a long time. But it should be burning underneath there. And we're going to wait for this whole top to collapse in. And when that happens, we'll be done.
Yep. But if you call now, there's more.
But there's more.
Yeah, because we're basically stuck because there's two things we need to make with charcoal. Well, one we don't need charcoal to actually make, but if we do it without the charcoal, it's just going to look like a couple stones on the ground. We could make we could make the structure that the bloomery goes in.
Yeah,
but since we don't know, we don't know where we're going to put it, so we need a break to figure out where we're going to actually place it.
Yeah.
So we're going to break for that. Figure out where we're going to place the bloomery. Maybe come back when this is done and then do the whole bloomery thing all in one shot.
Yep, sounds like a good plan to me. Hey, everybody. Well, we're decided that we're going to build a little metalworking shop here on the side of the mountain. As you can see, we've just kind of cut out this big square hole.
And, best ideas always end with dirt on our faces.
Yep, and we found if you just actually smooth the rocks before you break it, it comes off as a brick, which means it's a lot handier to use later on as a nice little piece of material.
And it's a little bit prettier.
Yep.
And over here, the charcoal pit has finished. We're not going to do anything with this just yet. We're once we get the prep work done over there, then we'll talk about this and kind of explain, what's going on here. And I believe that'll be it.
Yep.
Okay. So here's our haul. We got 2 stacks and 2 1/4 stacks of charcoal for 10,000 rainforests that we plowed. Yeah. So I guess, Jury, what we're going to be doing is making the bloomery, correct?
Yes. So I'm going to take the one on the left, and you're going to take the one on the right, and then we're just going to build it up. For now, we're going to build the outline structure, but we're probably actually going to replace this outer wall with a different material. But we'll build the structures now just to kind of show you what they are.
Right, because we need it in order to get the picks, in order to get the materials, and
to get the better. Yeah, exactly.
it's a long list. So if you see on my video, it's 8 gabbro bricks, or 8 bricks of any rock, and you take a brick by taking the chunk and smacking it with a chisel, and it turns it into bricks. Throw a charcoal in there, and you get a bloomery. Now, I forgot to look. What can we...
We'll need one more stone brick, and you can make the rest of it out of cobble.
Okay, so we could just cobble the whole thing up. And
you'll need one piece at the bottom that still stays open, so you need some kind of brick to hold that up. And gabbro. Let's make the whole thing out of gabbro, I guess.
Yeah, it's what we got plenty of.
Yep.
And like he stated, that we're gonna be modifying things, and at a later point. Actually, I'm gonna zip over here real quick. We were tested our rocks, and this one is cert rock, this red one. This gray one is gabbro brick. The white one is granite brick, and the last one here is basalt.
Yes. And
we decided that the walls over there are going to be made out of this really nice basalt, and maybe at some point this house too will be converted to basalt, and we're going to use smooth granite for the floor,
which we actually have enough of. In fact, we just need to get a pick that we don't mind breaking to clear out all the other material.
Right. So you could see right here this kind of squared off brick that is smooth gabbro. And this one right here is smooth granite. So we're going to have our floor looking like that with walls of salt. Oh, I was wrong.
Yeah, you want to leave that bottom one as the open one.
Oh, that's the bloomery one?
I think so, unless we want to do it differently.
They have the bloomery sitting on a platform.
Well, yeah, we can do it that way too. That brings it a little higher. We can do that.
Yeah. Well, that way the bloomery's in your face. It's
in your face.
You're not like,
all right, we can do that.
Burn your eyebrows.
Just got to get ghetto. Just had to get ghetto for a moment though.
Hey, it happens.
Happens to the best of us.
And it happens to the worst of us too.
Yeah.
Oh God, you can't jump place cobble?
You can, but you have to be like halfway off the block, and then you can jump place it.
That's not fair.
It is really awkward and weird, and I don't know why that is, but that's what's happening. How high am I making this here?
3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So if that's that one.
Yeah, I can't get it. I'm gonna have to just do it that way. Okay, and that would be 6.
Are we even over here?
Huh?
Are we even over here?
Looks about right.
Because they can be taller. They can be a lot taller. You can go up top of the sky if you want.
Well, it's maxed out at 6.
Yeah.
Now, can I place the bloomery, then place the... No, it won't place it. Okay. That's why. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so the bloomery has to see that it's an approved area in order to place. This is stupidly dangerous. There we go. And bloop! Alright, I have a bloomery. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Why?
The bricks are different.
Oh wow! Well, this is temporary, anyways. This is just to this is just to hold us over until we get our good ores.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Our good stones. So, you want to put your tray in here. Now, unlike the fire pit, it will not waste. You have this output bar on the bottom, And if you don't have a tray in here, or if your tray is full, it'll store the liquid in there until you put a tray. I don't know if there's a time limit on that or not. And as far as you want to keep a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you put 16 ore in there, you want to put 16 coal in there.
It's close to that. You have to put a little bit extra coal.
Yeah, I think it's like 1 or 2 extra.
Yeah, because it needs a little bit just to warm up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we're gonna do the bismuth, because the bismuth produces a slightly better ore than the castrite, and we're gonna need quite a bit of picks. We're gonna have our good picks, and then we're gonna have some shitty picks.
And I'll let you do the bismuth over there, and I'll start doing the castrite because we'll need to do it eventually anyway.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna chuck the charcoal in. And you see that it slowly fills up. So there's the charcoal, and let's throw the bismuth in. I probably could have thrown it in as a whole, and it's filled to the brim. Okay, so we got that, and if we run around to the front, and we look at it, you can see that the charcoal is just a hair higher than the ore. Probably could have put 15 in, and 16, 17. So I could have put 17 in instead of 18, and it probably would have been fine. But this is going to heat up, and it's going to cook all 16 simultaneously. Thank God. Thank you.
No more having 14 fires all at once.
And there we go. We have a yellow-white bismuth ingot ore. We'll probably still have a fire in here, like just a standard fire to slowly heat it up.
Well, you need to be able to bake your mold somehow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab another 17. Oh man, we are just gonna rip through this freaking coal.
I want to say it's a little more efficient too. I think you might get a little bit more out of it.
Okay, so we still got a lot of heat in there, so I'm just gonna throw the bismuth in, and then let that fill up, and then I'm gonna throw in coal until it reaches the top, because I don't think you can really do more than fill it up to the brim, which is looking like was my entire. Yep, it was my entire stack. So it was 7. So it is 17 to 16 or 16 to 17.
Yep.
You just need one extra to carry it over. Oh, and I didn't put a tray in there, but oh well, we don't have any trays.
You don't have to have a tray right away, I don't think.
No, but I didn't have. We got clay ones. We don't have any more ceramic molds.
We might actually be running out of clay.
Yeah. All right. I got two clay molds on me, and we need to start that fire. Actually, you want to start those fires? And I will go scrounge for clay. I know where that.
You know, as they said, we didn't start the fire.
Okay. We don't have any clay in there. Yeah, you just completely baffled me. Okay. All right. Grab a stick. Yeah. So as you can see, this is a lot easier to do. Actually, before I go and do the clay, why don't we build our forges? Actually, we only need one forge.
Yeah, for now. Want to get some. It uses such a lot of. But actually, for now, don't light it either, because it's just gonna use up all the charcoal that you throw in there.
Right. I was actually thinking of starting to make glass, but no, you're right. We're already ripping through our coal like it's nobody business.
Yeah, we're gonna have to spend the next couple hours, or somebody's got to spend a couple hours here mining wood or chopping.
Yeah,
wood.
He means me.
Yeah, because I did essentially none of this work, so I can't take any credit for it.
Yeah, the second day after recording, I just came on and I'm like, I'm just gonna do a little bit of busy work, and 12 hours went by.
I get a message. Oh, I've been up for 15 hours. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm like, what? I just went to cut the work.
Yeah, it got a little crazy, and all the ore that you see, I didn't get any of that from mining. I did mine, just got absolutely nothing from it. All that was from walking and punching rocks. And yeah, I think I went about 2,000 blocks to the west, which is mostly ocean, and 2,000 blocks to the east, which is mostly death. And I actually came in from the north. I left from the left and came in on the north. I mean, left on the east and came in on the north.
Yeah, I want to download the server and make a map of it at some point here.
Yeah,
it's probably pretty ridiculous looking right now.
Yeah, I completely went overkill on it.
It's too bad the mapping programs don't work with this version of the mod at all. It just doesn't work.
Right.
It just freaks the hell out. Because like every block is a new block, and it just doesn't do any of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I just tried to pause between. I tried to like restart my recording, and you had the perfect pause, and you just started just a hair sooner. So I had to stress that just in case like someone hears Jury stutter for a second. Yeah, that's why.
Sorry. All right. Well, I think we've got a lot of progress done this episode, and so our next project is going to be getting some of the basalt. It is going to be finishing up this room out here. Yeah. And getting these. And probably just tons more wood.
Yeah. And I might do a side video. So if you're not already checking out my channel, I'm not begging for subscriptions. I'm not going to do that. All I'm saying is that if you're not checking out my channel for sub-episodes of JuryFirmaCraft, you should. Because there definitely will be an episode where I cover working with planks, screwing around with the detailing tool, with the detailing mode of the chisel. And basically, I'm probably going to have a video of busy work. So it may not be entirely entertaining, but it is going to show you...
Way to sell your video.
Hey, it's going to be more informative of how I did all this roofing, how I did all the fence posts, maybe even show where the basalt is.
And if you're wondering how to get to Soundmaster Matt's channel, there will be a link in the description, so go ahead and check that out if you're on my channel. And for those of you who have contacted me wanting access to the server, I have heard your requests. The problem is my schedule is really weird and limited, and who gets invited is about 80% who's online at the particular time when I can record. So don't feel too bad if I never invite you or something like that. But when we get the server more settled and after the hardware on the back end has been upgraded a bit and everything looks good, we're going to be... Whoa. We're going to be inviting a lot more people. I'm thinking probably 10 to 12 people altogether. So that'll come in the future though. We'll see how that works out. And no promises as to when that'll happen, but definitely after we're more established in this area and all that good stuff.
Yeah, the thing is I've mentioned it before that I am a server admin to my own server and Tribunal Federation .engine.com, hint, wink, wink. I'm not plugging anything in on your videos. I won't do that to you. But so I understand where Jury's coming from, and right now Terra Firmacraft is 90% busy work.
Yeah.
So it's there's not a whole lot of ability to bring someone in and catch them up to speed, because it's literally going to be, welcome to the server. Here's an axe. Go cut down trees. Come back in 5 hours.
Come back when your inventory is full.
Yeah.
Watch out for the skeletons. A lot of them.
Yeah, it's really a lot of busy work, and I got lucky that I got sucked in on the first day, and I don't I don't do anything but play Minecraft. And if you want to know why, you can check out the videos on my channel. You watch enough of those LPs, you'll figure out why. But right now, I don't have a schedule, so I can sit here and spend 12, 15 hours on the day doing busy work, and let Jury just come on, record a video, and then, well, fuck off.
And now you guys have discovered my secret server plan.
Yes. And he did it so well that I didn't know that he manipulated me into doing all the work. It's just...
I didn't even notice either. It's amazing how that works out.
He manipulated it so well, he didn't know he manipulated himself. which is quite a feat. I have to give you credit on that one. Yeah. You know, it's rare to find that.
There is no one we lie better to than ourselves.
Yeah, no, I know that one all too well. So it looks like there isn't a time period, because I have a little dabble of extra ore in this bloomery.
Can you grab it?
I don't have the.
There's a couple cooked over here.
Okay, well the cool thing is that if you look onto mine, because there's a little bit in the output, it actually tells you what the ore is at the top. Nice.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, that's good. So I believe that I don't know. I don't want to say that this is the end of the video, because I think that all the clips were relatively short. I think Jury tries to keep at a 15-minute schedule, and I try to keep at a 30. So maybe I'll bring something in later and add to the video. Maybe not.
But I am going to say goodbye. Goodbye now, so I can actually start getting this rendering and uploading and actually have it out in a reasonable time. So, ta-ta for now, everybody.
All right, see ya.